Alright, so for the past few months, we've seen a lot of online discussion about the Google Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. These are of course Google's latest devices and they feature a lot of high-end specs and features. However, there's also been some criticism with regards to the bugs and performance issues on these devices. And so today we're going to talk about the base model Pixel 6 because honestly that's the one I got out of these two devices and I've been using it as my daily driver for a few months now. So yeah, with that said, let's get started. Alright, so if you're watching this video, you might have seen our other Pixel videos here on Team VRY before. We've covered a lot of Pixel devices, but no other phone has been as divisive as the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro because of the myriad of performance bugs that people have experienced. Now, before we go any further, let me know in the comments down below if you're using the Pixel 6 or the 6 Pro. Have you gotten any bugs or defects in your device? Let us know in the comment section. Now, don't get me wrong here, as much as I love the Google Pixel devices, I, like you, am a consumer as well, so making excuses for these kinds of issues will only distract from the fact that people have had problems with their Pixel devices. So let me share what experiences I've had with my Pixel 6 so far. Now, while I've mostly had a good experience with my own Pixel 6, I'm not out here to hunt down people who have otherwise experienced some disappointment with their own devices. I think a lot of the issues that people have gotten is because of the fact that both the Google Tensor chip and Android 12 are relatively new. So a lot of these problems that we've been having are caused by some not so perfect optimization between the hardware and software. I guess a lot of it started when the devices first launched. A lot of people had complaints about battery life and that the fingerprint scanner wasn't really working properly. But of course, we also have to take into account the fact that Google does have resources and technical expertise on their side. So I'm not surprised that people have been voicing out their complaints with regards to the quality of their devices. I actually had the same concerns about battery life during the first few days with my phone back in October. I'll probably get around 5 hours of screen on time, but I noticed that as the days went by and the adaptive battery feature kicked in, I've managed to get around 6 to 8 hours of screen on time with moderate usage. As for the fingerprint sensor, I had little to no performance issues when I first got the device. However, when I installed a glass protector for my display, it heavily affected the sensitivity of the fingerprint scanner. This kind of got fixed with the Pixel UK December update, however, and since then I've had less issues with the fingerprint detection. It's not 100% fixed, but it works better now. It also helps to adjust the sensitivity of your display in the settings menu. Now, as for software, I noticed that one of my most problematic apps was YouTube Studio. Early on, it did crash frequently, but ever since updating both my phone and the app, it hasn't happened again so far. One bug that still appears every now and then though is with my notifications. Sometimes the notifications suddenly disappear, although this seldom happens. It's of course something to take note of as we pretty much rely on notifications for communication. I'm still getting the system UI crash bug that other people have mentioned. I noticed that a quick fix for this was swiping back to the home screen from your app and then swiping back into your app again. It's a minor annoyance, but definitely something that needs to be addressed. With regards to the Tensor chip and performance, I haven't had any actual performance or speed issues with the Tensor chip on my Pixel 6. I guess the most I've gotten was a bit of heating when playing games, but then again, that is of course a normal occurrence with almost any smartphone if you fire up graphically intensive games and apps. I suppose one fact that's gotten Pixel users all riled up is the fact that we've gotten delayed updates for the Pixel 6. While older Pixel devices like the 4a and such have received this year's January update, us Pixel 6 users are still stuck on last year's December software update, and with Google's promise of providing timely monthly updates for their device users, I think it's only natural to expect software updates as soon as possible. So to sum things up, different people will have different needs and demands from their smartphones, and if they keep getting bugs and performance problems on their devices, then I think it's only fair that we expect fixes for these issues on the next software update for the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. On the other hand, now that I've shared my own experiences with bugs on the Pixel 6, I gotta say that aside from the small amount of problems that I've encountered, I've still managed to use my Pixel 6 daily ever since I got it. It's nice that recent updates have managed to fix some of these, and personally, the other issues are stuff that are pretty minor for me to care about that much. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this one. What issues have you gotten on your Pixel and what fixes are you hoping for in the future? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next one.